Vlogging has been a part of YouTube since the early 2000s. What originated as simple video diaries capturing everyday, daily life moments has transformed into million-dollar empires for some of the world's top creators. And you want in. So today I'll be flying to SoCal for a work trip. Yes, I have a regular job. While we break down the seemingly easy but truly complex world of vlogging. And by the end, you'll learn more than 10 different vlogging formats to uncover the perfect vlogging style for you.
Now did I walk outside, put my camera in, put the camera in, put the camera? I did. Vlogging.
Hi friends and content cousins, Tarynallyssa here. I'm an education professional and content creator who loves to create content about life in my early 30s, plus all things creator economy. I'm a bit nerdy that way. If you're into that, I suggest you subscribe and stick around, and let me know if you make it to the family table. And before you get on me about my outside clothes inside, I have 2 beds. Okay, let's get back to it.
All right, now that we're settled in, before you can start your style, we need to get into a little bit of history. Early vlogs featured low-quality footage from webcams and basic camcorders, and it really served as a platform for self-expression, creativity, and sharing random, raw moments from your life. YouTube's growth as a platform and as a search engine led to the evolution of vlogging and really turning it into the sophisticated content creation platform it is today. There is still some dispute over what is considered the first vlog ever, but creators like Shay Carl, Casey Neistat, and Jenna Marbles are credited with being the pioneers of the format as we know it today. These creators amassed millions of subscribers, inspiring other creators to start their YouTube vlogging journey. Vlogging saw an exponential growth in 2020 and 2021. That's when we saw the rise of people like Emma Chamberlain and MyFam, who have further propelled vlogging into the mainstream with their personal brands. And vlogging continues to change even today, adapting to audience preferences and changes in technology. Okay, enough history. You've clicked on this video because you want to know what vlogging style is best for you, so let's get right to it. But first you need to know a little bit about what's typical and not so typical. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I need to test the mic to see how loud it is. I don't know. I felt weird walking through the hotel with my mic, but here we are. Next scene. So one thing I do want you all to keep in mind is that you don't need to vlog everything to be considered a vlogger, right? Your niche and your goals should be considered as we review this typical and less typical menu. So typically when we think about vloggers, there's a few folks car going by. There are many different types of vloggers out there, but some of the typical that we're used to are lifestyle vlogs. So those showcase personal interests, hobbies, routines. You know who the lifestyle girlies and guys are out there. Then you have the travel vlogs. Those are folks sharing adventures, destinations, and even cultural experiences. And then there's just like those little niche specific vlogs. So they focus on specialized topics or interests. Think like cooking vlogs or fitness or even fashion vlogs. Then we have our less typical vlogs, which are usually a little more involved and a lot less just point and shoot, like challenge vlogs, so taking challenges or dares or experiments to entertain. Think Mr. Beast, right? There's also storytime vlogs, sharing personal anecdotes, experiences, and life lessons, really focusing on a storytelling format. And then there's more collaborative vlogs. Think when folks meet up, or a hype house, when other creators or friends or family get together to share content across multiple platforms. It can just make it a little more exciting when there's more people featured in the vlog.
If you made it this far, welcome to the family table. We are officially content cousins. We're not going to get into the good stuff. The secret's only reserved for family, and I'm glad you're here. Drop me a suitcase in the comments if you made it this far. The realty, you can cover just about any niche or topic in a vlog style video. But what seems to be most crucial is how you want your audience or viewers to feel after you watch your content. And you do that by thinking of the style that you want your video to be. And I really think about this in only two formats. So the first style of vlogger I think about is the cinematic vlogger. They emphasize high quality visuals, editing techniques, and storytelling elements to create very polished and engaging content. Some of the pros of this format is probably obvious, but it really just captures the audience attention by having visually stunning shots and immersive storytelling. Cinematic vloggers usually give us a more polished or elevated, even professional look, and they'll typically experiment with cinematic techniques to tell the story. That includes things like dynamic camera movement, so think about cameras panning in or out, or tilts or zooms, tracking shots like you've seen in this vlog. Color grading, so really bringing in a certain mood with the feel or colors on the screen. And then just storytelling elements, so integrating narrative techniques such as voiceovers, on-screen text, and montage sequences to craft a compelling story and engage viewers emotionally, kind of like how you'd put a movie together. So some cons to this style: obviously it takes a lot of additional time, effort, skill, and even resources to pull off, which I think ultimately makes this style feel a little less authentic or even relatable to some viewers, which can be a challenge in gaining viewership. But there have been some creators who have been really successful with this style in the last, I would say, 2 years or so that I've seen come across my page. That's folks like Allyssa and YC Imaging. Both of them have found tremendous success with this more cinematic style content, and it's real crispy, y'all. It looks nice, it looks nice. So the second style of vlogger is the FaceTime style vlogger. This vlogger prioritizes authenticity, real-time interactions, and raw emotions to connect with their audience on a personal level. So some of the pros to this style is that they build genuine rapport and trust with their viewers through authentic storytelling and sharing their relatable experience, of course. It also enables them to have some real-time engagement and interaction with their audience because they're posting close to in real time or kind of loosely unedited, and it really fosters a sense of community. And it offers a more accessible and sustainable way to approach content creation because it doesn't require the same level of resources or time that a more cinematic style video might. That said, the cons are, well, as you expected, kind of the opposite of the cinematic style vlogger. Because FaceTime style vloggers are a bit more authentic, a little more off the cuff, they're a little more limited in terms of their production value, and the visual appeal is just not the same as those cinematic vlogs, obviously. This can also make it difficult to kind of stand out in the sort of saturated market as more and more vloggers have come into this space since, well, the mid-2010s, I'd say. The other thing about this style is that it also requires a lot of interpersonal skills, which I think people take for granted in this digital space. You think you don't have to be engaging or engage with folks, but the energy needs to be felt through the screen. And if you don't quite have it, or if you're not feeling quite yourself on camera, that can shine through. Some of the creators who do more FaceTime style vlogs who have seen success, Face Over Matter, Jenna Hong, and Kelly Stamps. Those are just some folks that I watch. So let's get technical, because at the beginning of this video, I told you you'd leave with 10 different ways for you to think about how to do your content. I hope you've been picking up on them, and I'll make sure to summarize before we end. But I need to eat my food before it gets cold, so I'll catch up with you in the next scene. But I forgot the mic, so I don't think you can hear me over the sounds of everything, but it's nice out here.
Vlogging is so funny. It kind of rarely goes as planned. It's actually like 2 weeks later, and here we are filming the rest of this video, but let's do it. So last we met, I was talking about getting technical and mixing and matching all of the different styles we've talked about so far, because we got to get you to 10. So my suggestion would be to mix 2 or maybe 3, no more, elements of the styles that you like and make your own unique style from there. Some examples include the vlogumentary style. This is a blend of vlogging and documentary filmmaking to create like a hybrid format. You can combine your own personal story with like factual information. These vlogs often center around like a central narrative or theme, and then, are supported by documentary style visuals. Some examples include Camilla Ray and Mikey Rogers, some of my favorites to watch. Then you have educational vlogs, which teach or explain concepts or skills or certain topics in an engaging, accessible manner. These vlogs offer valuable learning opportunities to viewers and position the creator as knowledgeable authority in their niche. Think Katie Steckley or Ali Abdal or Tarynallyssa. Then you have like the behind the scenes or like day in the life style vlogs. I think of people like Hello Corey, Chloe Shin, or Daya. They are all entrepreneurs / business owners / used to be corporate people who just basically create vlogs around their business or their work life, which has been pretty interesting for me as someone who wants to have a side hustle. I guess this is my side hustle. Nobody pays me. What? We're gonna keep going. Then there's people who get away with doing vlogs that are mostly just event coverage. So they're already going somewhere or doing something. Let's say they're an influencer or creator who's invited to like a launch or something. I think somebody like Taylor Lloyd or A Dose of Chrissy, they're really going to brand events and vlogging their experience on that trip. Although Taylor and Chrissy do make other things. They're just good examples of people who make event style content. And shout out to Chrissy, she's one of my content cousins. And then lastly, we have the transformation vlog, which is kind of similar to the vlogumentary style. The only difference is the key point around transformation. So you're documenting some type of personal growth or challenge or journey over time. People I think about in that category are Michelle B. or Vanessa Lau or Tarynallyssa. Okay, anyways, we got to 10. So we've covered the history, the styles, and the possibilities. Whether you're drawn to the more cinematic vibes or the FaceTime authenticity or mixing it all together, really, to create your own signature style, vlogging is what you make of it. The truth is, there is no right way to vlog. Remember, there's room for everyone at this table, even people who wear giant, snuggly robes. What matters most is telling a story that feels authentic to you, because that's what's really going to come through for your audience as they watch. So don't overthink it. Just start. Be delusional if you need to, because creativity has no rules, or at least that's what I'm learning. If this video gave you something to think about, don't forget to do all that YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, so we can keep growing this little family of creators together. And let me know in the comments what vlogging style resonates with you most. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Keep creating, my friends. Bye-bye.